Greetings, dear listeners of the Destiny Tales channel. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma's 18th year, a young girl from a poor rural background, was not paved with roses like her peers. She toiled tirelessly at a small noodle shop, scraping together every penny to support her ailing parents and fund her dream of attending university. Her simple beauty, gentle charm, and diligent nature caught the eye of James, the 23-year-old son of the shop's owner. To Emma, James was a kind, intellectual, and somewhat reserved young man, unlike anyone she had ever known. His awkward gestures of care and late-night bowls of noodles shared in haste sparked the first flutters of love in the heart of the young girl. But one drunken night, in a moment of lost control, James drew Emma into a secretive, passionate, and unnamed romance, a stark contrast to his outwardly meek and scholarly demeanor. Emma loved James with all her innocent heart, unaware of the secrets he harbored, the duality of his nature, and the reasons behind his conflicting personas. Why did his family, especially his notorious older sister, Lily, oppose their relationship so fiercely? And when an unexpected pregnancy emerged like a twist of fate, it thrust Emma into a whirlwind of schemes, calculations, and brutal truths. Would stepping into this complicated family bring Emma happiness, or was she merely a substitute for a shadowy figure from James's past that he was desperately trying to conceal? Join us now as we dive into this tearful tale filled with endless twists and turns. My name is Emma, and I'm 18 years old. I work as a server at a diner. My family is poor, so I work hard to earn a little money. Next year, I plan to take the university entrance exam. My mother is frail, and my father is often ill. The diner's owner, Mrs. Margaret, is a stern but well-off woman with a sharp tongue, though she fancies herself refined. I work at the diner and sleep behind the counter to wake up early for cleaning. Being a country girl, I have a natural beauty and a gentle allure. Mrs. Margaret has 3 children, an older daughter, Lily, who is 30 and lives in the capital, Riverside City, an older son who recently graduated and is preparing for a civil service exam, and a younger daughter still in university. The one who left the deepest impression on me was her second son, James, aged 23. James is kind, hardworking, and avoids trouble, with a quiet, introspective lifestyle. During his exam preparations, I noticed his room's light stayed on late into the night. Seeing him stay up, I began cooking bowls of noodles to bring to him. Over time, I developed feelings for him. I was young, new to love, and couldn't resist the charm of this poised, gentle young man. Then, it happened one night when James was drunk. That evening, there was a commotion at his house, and I heard shouting but didn't dare approach. Later, I saw him stumble out and return only at 1 a.m. Mrs. Margaret was unwell and didn't open the shop that day, so I, used to waking early, cooked a bowl of noodles and brought it to his room. As I tidied up, James suddenly pulled me close, kissing me fiercely. Already secretly in love, I didn't resist, and that night, I gave myself to him. Though he never said, "I love you," I considered him my boyfriend. What puzzled me was his unpredictability, sometimes gentle, other times irritable and rough. He often called for me when he came home drunk, and I became his secret lover, unacknowledged publicly. His family was well off, living in a spacious house. His mother was widowed, and since James was her only son, born after years of waiting, she doted on him, meticulously planning his career in a safe, low-competition field. One day, after cleaning up the shop, a friend of Mrs. Margaret visited. Over dinner, they chatted cheerfully. "So, James just graduated and already landed a government job?" "Yes, ma'am," Mrs. Margaret beamed, seizing the chance to boast. "Does James have a girlfriend yet?" "Oh, he's young and focused on his career. He's not thinking about love just yet." "Good. A man should prioritize his career." Hearing this, I felt a pang of hurt. In front of others, James didn't acknowledge me as his girlfriend, yet every night he texted me to sneak into his room. James was young, vigorous, and skilled in bed. When the lights went out, he transformed from the prim teacher into a bold, commanding presence. We explored every position and style. He taught me much, always experimenting with intimacy. At first, I was nervous, but I reasoned it was a natural male need, and it reassured me. In just a month of our relationship, our intimacy was frequent. James's appetite was insatiable, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, and he still seemed unfulfilled. Yet, outside the bedroom, he seemed timid, overly obedient to his mother. The day of his civil service exam arrived, coinciding with the news that I was pregnant. Terrified, I hid it from my mother and told James, but he didn't respond. I sensed he was wrestling with something, and my fear grew. In the days that followed, I avoided intimacy with him, but he continued calling me to his room at night. I was scared, yet James showed no signs of stopping. I began to wonder if he had a split personality. Being petite, my pregnancy became noticeable by 3 months. A secret ultrasound revealed a healthy baby boy. James seemed thrilled, but when the pregnancy reached 5 months, Mrs. Margaret, his mother, discovered it. She erupted, berating me and threatening to throw me out. When I revealed the child was James's, she refused to believe it, insisting on kicking me out. Only then did James beg to marry me. His mother opposed it, wanting him to marry a respectable woman with a stable government job. But James was adamant, threatening to quit his career if he couldn't marry me. Stunned by his resolve, I watched as his mother, a wealthy woman obsessed with appearances and fearful of her son abandoning a prestigious job, reluctantly agreed. She stipulated an engagement first, with a wedding after the baby was born. During this time, I stayed at their house, and James cared for me. I moved from the kitchen staff's quarters to a room upstairs with him. He arranged for his mother to speak with my family. My mother wept, blaming herself for her illness and inability to support me, reluctantly agreeing to let me live with James's family before marriage. When I fell for James, my mother had warned me that he seemed indecisive and would bring me suffering. But I was too in love to listen, believing our love was enough and family was secondary. How wrong I was. I was a naive rabbit, easily deceived. My husband was a master at hiding his true self. When Lily, James's older sister, learned of our engagement, she was furious. Only his younger sister, Sophie, supported us, pleading with their mother. "Mom, Emma's really kind. Please let them get married." Lily exploded. "What do you know, Sophie? That girl will only bring ruin to this family. You, barely out of school, clinging to men instead of finding a job. James is naive, she'll lead him by the nose." Lily, 30, had 2 children, each from a different father. Her second child, with her current husband, had moved abroad with him. The first child's father was a mystery. After her divorce, Lily returned to her hometown with her 5-year-old daughter. Known for her wild lifestyle, Lily had dropped out of school, moved to the city, and had a child with an unknown man. She worked various jobs, including as a dancer in a bar, and lived with an older manager, bearing his child. When his wife discovered the affair, she publicly shamed Lily, who was then kicked out. The manager gave her money to learn a trade, but Lily, lazy and reckless, turned to gambling. After her husband left her, she took her 3-year-old daughter to the US, squandered a large settlement, and reverted to her old ways. When she heard James was marrying me, Lily, now back in Riverside City with her daughter, fiercely opposed it. I later learned her objections had deeper roots. After the engagement, my life as a daughter-in-law began. Though nearly 6 months pregnant and heavily burdened, I handled all household chores, cooking, cleaning, laundry. My mother-in-law sat at her grocery store, while Lily, at home, never lifted a finger. She even left her daughters bathing to me. Sophie, still a student, helped on weekends, giving me a break. One day, while hanging laundry, Lily shouted, "Emma, where's my orange juice?" "I made it, ma'am." "It's on the table." "You made it and didn't tell me?" "How am I supposed to know?" "I did tell you. I texted while you were napping." "Hurry up. Feed Bella her yogurt." "I'm busy." "Yes, ma'am, I'm done here." "Move faster. You're so slow." I noticed Lily constantly texting someone, giggling, likely flirting again. After laundry, I fetched yogurt for Bella, her 5-year-old, who was so mischievous I exhausted myself chasing her to feed her. Just as I finished, Lily, playing a game, barked, "Cook dinner early for Bella. Kids need to eat early." My mother-in-law called, "Someone help me with the rice sacks." Lily nodded at me. "Go help Mom. Hurry, then cook." I carried 10-kilogram rice sacks from the shop, despite my pregnancy. The rice vendor gasped, "You're so pregnant. Where's Lily?" I mumbled that she was busy. After hauling rice, I cooked, with Bella clinging to my legs. "Bella, sweetie, go play with your mom so I can cook." Bella pouted but ran upstairs, only to return crying hysterically with Lily. "What's wrong, Bella?" I asked. Lily glared. "You hit my daughter, didn't you?" "No." "Then why is she crying? Look at her bruises." She threw a slipper at my face. "You think I'll let you stay in this house? Please, I didn't touch her." I turned to Bella. "Did I hit you? I only asked you to play with your mom." Bella sobbed harder. Lily gritted her teeth. "You're on thin ice." She stormed out, telling her mother, "Emma beat Bella." My mother-in-law fumed. "Just joined this family and already causing trouble." Lily added fuel. "I told you, Mom, she's scheming to get back at us for opposing her marriage." Devastated, I realized I was trapped in a web of misunderstandings. James came home from work and sat in the living room, sipping water. Jade emerged from Lily's room, wearing a skimpy spaghetti strap dress that barely covered her chest. "James, you're back." James didn't respond. "Tired?" "No," he stood and headed upstairs, avoiding her provocative appearance. Lily came out and asked me, "Emma, is dinner ready?" "Yes, ma'am. It's set out for Jade to eat before she leaves." "Good." Jade had been at the house since morning, lingering until evening, clearly with too much time on her hands. She sat chatting with Lily. "James is getting more handsome, isn't he?" "Yeah, he's been hitting the gym a lot. Since he got out of prison, he's changed, much better behaved." "What? Don't tell me you think I'm into your little brother, Lily." "He's married now." Jade smirked. "So what if he's married? That doesn't matter to me. If I want him, I'll have him." Lily, intrigued, pressed, "Are you crazy? You're serious?" "Oh, I'm serious. That country bumpkin wife of his in the kitchen, what does she know? A man like James deserves someone like me. I'm just taking back what's mine." Lily nodded. "You're right. James should have been with you from the start. But, well, it's fate. If you hadn't been with him, you wouldn't have met that rich old guy." "That old man?" "I didn't love him, just his money. He was boring, and I'm divorced now." "But James hasn't divorced. His wife and kid are right there. If you help me get James, I'll give you $200,000 to spend as you please." Lily's eyes widened. $200,000? That's 2 years' worth of work for me. I'm not short on cash, but you've got to play nice. Deal? Lily thought for a moment, then asked, "I don't get it. What's so special about James that you're obsessed with him?" "He's got the looks, the body, I like that. And I don't share what's mine. If I don't want it, fine, but I hate seeing someone else have it. That's just how I am. The harder it is, the more I want it. Plus, I promised your mom I'd take her for a nose job, jawline sculpting, and fillers. You in? I'll book it now." "Wow, you're even buttering up my mom. Who knows, maybe you'll be my sister-in-law." Lily grinned, thinking, if Jade becomes my sister-in-law, I'll be set. No work, just money. After a pause, she nodded. "Deal. Done. I'll transfer $100,000 now, the rest when it's settled. Money's my favorite thing." I set out dinner and called everyone down. James said he was tired and skipped eating. Seeing me return alone, Lily asked, "Where's James, Emma?" "He said he's tired and doesn't want to eat, ma'am." "Tired?" "Yes. Jade chimed in, Emma, cook him some light porridge. He's been working all day. A wife should care for her husband to make him feel at ease. Lily scoffed, Emma's useless. She doesn't know how to care for anyone. Waste of effort. Knowing Lily's temper, I stayed silent to avoid her wrath. Jade continued, don't say that. Emma's got a kid, surely she knows how to care for her husband and child. My mother-in-law sighed. She's not as quick or lively as you, Jade. Let's eat. No point talking. During dinner, my mother-in-law gave Jade all the best pieces. Meanwhile, Jade took a plate of apples to James's room. She stood at the door, watching him shirtless on the bed, then walked in, staring. Placing the apples on the table, she sat beside him in thin shorts, her sensitive areas barely covered. Jade's eyes lingered on him, her old thrill-seeking instincts kicking in. As she reached for him, I walked in. She flinched. Oh, Emma. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just swatting a mosquito off James. Pretty free to chase mosquitoes in my husband's room, huh? Your mom asked me to bring him apples. I'm heading downstairs. She bolted. I was furious but saw James sleeping soundly and let it go. Jade's behavior toward my husband felt off. I was suspicious but, seeing no reaction from James, I didn't make a scene, just kept watch. Yet, she came over daily, bringing heaps of food. My mother-in-law loved it. Lily sneered, see, Jade's generous, not stingy like you, Emma. Never buys anything to eat. What a disgrace. I knew she was targeting me but stayed quiet. Lily pointed to Jade's shopping bags. Look and learn how to be generous. Before I could respond, Jade cut in, enough, Lily. She's your sister-in-law. Some sister-in-law ruins my life. James woke, seeing me sitting there. Watching me sleep, huh? Gotta guard my husband, too many thieves out there. No one's stealing me. He pulled me close. Come, let me hold you. I lay in his arms, but unease gnawed at me. I felt I was on the verge of losing him. Jade kept coming over, cooking, eating, and leaving messes, dirty dishes, wrappers, peels scattered everywhere. Returning from work, I was stunned by the chaos and rolled up my sleeves to clean. That afternoon, Sophie came home from school. I planned to cook a chicken to welcome her. That evening, Jade stayed for dinner, as usual, in tiny shorts and a tube top barely covering her chest. Sophie, annoyed, whispered to Lily, I don't get your friend. Dad's gone, but James is here. She dresses like she's at the beach. Looks like those girls in the shady downtown cafes. Lily snapped, I think it's fine. Fine? She looks like a call girl. You're so smart, huh? Bet you're spending her money. Don't defend that industry. There are plenty of jobs, but only lazy people lie back for dirty money. Lily laughed. Your logic's disgusting. Supply meets demand. Men chase those girls, some prefer them over wives. What do you know about life? My mother-in-law intervened, enough. Sophie muttered, get Jade a jacket, she'll catch a cold dressed like that. Lily barked, you study too much and talk nonsense. I'm right. Even call girls dress more discreetly. After Jade left, Lily screamed at Sophie, go back to school. Every time you're home, you pick fights. I'm your sister. Act civilized, then. Wash dishes, clean up. Shut up. For 3 days while Sophie was home, Jade didn't visit, and I felt relieved. Without Jade, Lily went to her place instead. While cooking, my mother-in-law came out, worried. Where's Sophie? Did she take my money? No, ma'am. She scratched her head. I'm ruined. My money's gone. You lost money? Where was it? In the safe. Only Lily and I can open it. Did she take it? Did you take it out? No. I saw Lily sneaking out of my room last night, and the money was still there. She called Lily, but she didn't answer, then turned off her phone. Did you reach her? No. Probably gambling at Jade's. She rode her scooter to Jade's. Finding the door locked, she rang the bell. Jade peeked out, startled. Lily, your mom's here. Losing at cards, Lily grumbled, what's she doing here? Stop playing, trouble's coming. Stop. I'm losing. I need to win back. Go home, or your mom will make a scene. Furious at losing $50,000, Lily stormed out. What do you want, Mom? Mrs. Margaret slapped her repeatedly. Where's my money? I gambled it. I'll win it back tomorrow. You stole my money for gambling? Why is my life so cursed? Lily sped home, locked herself in her room, and skipped dinner to avoid her mother. Seeing my mother-in-law crying, I asked, did you lose all the money? She glared. Your fault, bad luck, all of you. I knew she was angry and said no more. That night, I sensed James leave the bed. Uneasy, I followed and overheard him arguing. Are you crazy, Lily? How much money do you need? You ungrateful brat. I raised your kid, took the village's shame to save your face, so you could go to college. Now you treat me like this? I've given you money for years. You and Bella never lacked anything. You think raising a kid is easy? You're as vain as Mom and Sophie. You're just a lowly worker now. I'm done, take Bella back. I froze. Bella was James's daughter. No wonder he'd been supporting Lily. I thought he was just fond of his niece. Tears streamed down my face. I sobbed and collapsed. James, startled, carried me to bed. When I came to, he pleaded, Emma, say something. Your silence scares me. You lied to me. Tell me about Bella. Who's her mother? Are you still involved with her? James cried. I'll tell you everything. Decide if you'll stay or go. He confessed Bella was his daughter, conceived at 18 with Jade. My heart stopped. I wailed, screaming. James held me tightly. That night, we both wept as he recounted the past like a slow-motion film. 5 years ago, 18-year-old James visited Lily in Riverside City. She brought him to Jade's apartment, then left for a shift at a bar, leaving him there. Half asleep, James heard noises and peeked into the living room, where Jade and a man were entangled. Mesmerized, the naive teenager watched, aroused. At 25, Jade was involved with a man named Tom, deceiving another woman, Clara. When Tom left, James stood frozen behind the bedroom door. Jade, unaware of him, fell asleep. Trembling, James gazed at her, overwhelmed by desire. He relieved himself, but the noise woke Jade. Spotting him, she asked, Do you like me, James? He nodded. I'll teach you, but it's our secret. That night, Lily returned late, and James, unable to resist, snuck back to Jade's room. Exhausted from entertaining clients, Jade was distant. James, I'm tired. He whispered, let me love you. Quit the bar, it's too hard. She smiled faintly. I can't. Tom left me for his wife. If I don't work, how will I eat? I'll earn money for you. Your job is to study. You're your family's pride. How can I help? Just go to school, do chores, and sleep with me at night. Elated, James treated her like a girlfriend, erasing all barriers. Months later, Jade grew distant, working late as a maid for a pregnant woman. James pitied her, noting her new, refined style. That was when she pursued a wealthy man, Victor. In his third university year, James attended a friend's birthday at a karaoke bar. After heavy drinking, his friends called in escorts. Refusing, James said, I have a girlfriend. We'll marry after graduation. I won't betray her. They mocked him, showing Jade's photos on a black market website, revealing her as an escort. Devastated, James raced home. Late at night, he saw Jade negotiating with a man outside a cheap motel. Heartbroken, he confronted her at midnight. "How much do you earn a night?" "Why ask? How much?" "You know?" "Yes, I know you're an escort live streaming for foreigners." "So what? Got a problem?" "You lied, saying you were a maid." "I'll buy you tonight." "Name your price." "Overnight, $3,000. "Quick, 500. Enraged, James took her to bed, venting his anger. All night, he used her, tossing money at her afterward. "Your payment. Stop pretending to be innocent." He cut contact, moving out, haunted by their intimacy. Before his final internship, Jade met him, revealing a 6-month-old daughter, Bella. "This is your daughter. Raise her until she's 5. I need to start over." James accepted without hesitation. As a graduating student, he entrusted Bella to his mother. "Mom, this is my daughter. Please raise her." Shocked, Mrs. Margaret, obsessed with reputation, devised a plan. She forced Lily to claim Bella as her own, sending her to a southern town to avoid gossip. "Lily, help your brother. He's the village's only college graduate. You have no career. If you don't, his future's ruined." "But Mom, I'm unmarried, how can I have a kid?" "Go south. I'll arrange everything and send money monthly." Mrs. Margaret begged, and Lily, tearfully, agreed, living as a single mother with a tarnished name. She avoided love, later marrying an abusive older man, bearing another daughter before divorcing. Resentful, Lily extorted money from James and their mother. Meanwhile, James secretly followed Jade, craving her love. As Jade pursued Victor, James buried himself in studies, later learning she'd left. Devastated, he prepared for the civil service exam, haunted by Jade's memory. Then, I, a naive young girl, entered his life. My youth and obedience helped him forget Jade, and he slept with me to erase his past obsession. Though he graduated with honors in architecture, his mother forced him into teaching to distance him from bad influences. Loving me for 4 years, he never forgot Jade, gambling to save money for her. When he proposed to Jade after graduation, she rejected him, saying she only needed money for Bella, not marriage. Heartbroken, James got drunk and slept with me. A month later, learning I was pregnant, he married me without love. After prison, he vowed to start anew with me, but Jade's return disrupted everything, manipulating him like a puppet. That night, James confessed everything. I was stunned that his seemingly scholarly family hid such rot. My mother-in-law, unable to conceive for years, adopted Lily, then James, and later Sophie. Everyone praised her virtue, but once she had her own children, she neglected Lily, favoring James and Sophie. Selfish motives, not genuine love, bred fleeting bonds. The next morning, James left early for work, likely ashamed. I felt repulsed by him. His polished exterior masked a man with insatiable desires, living a double life. Loving one woman while married to another broke my heart. Could I forgive him? Could his family change him? Lily stayed locked in her room until evening. When Mrs. Margaret went to take out the trash, Lily snuck into her room, opened the safe, and pocketed 2 gold bars. As she left, her mother caught her, slapping her twice. "What's wrong with you, Lily? Yesterday money, today gold? I need it for something urgent." "Urgent? Gambling? Return the gold." "You're old, what do you need money for?" "Lend it to me, I'll pay interest." "That's for Sophie's education." "Give it back." "Sophie, always Sophie. I'm your daughter too. You're grown, support yourself. I've fed you enough." They struggled until Lily fled. Mrs. Margaret chased her, but Lily pushed her, causing her to fall and hit her head on the stairs, blood pooling. Lily, panicked, tried to help, but her mother fainted. Calling an ambulance, Lily fled. I was upstairs and only came down at dusk to cook. Seeing my mother-in-law bleeding, I screamed, carried her to the gate, and called for help. She stopped breathing en route to the hospital. Lily, sobbing, begged Jade, "Save me. I don't want to go to prison." "Are you mad? You killed your mother." "It was an accident," she wouldn't let go of the gold. Emma found her and took her to the hospital. "Frame her. You've got an uncle in the police, he'll help." "I've got no money now, but I'll owe you." "How'll you pay me?" "If Emma goes to prison, James is yours." "Don't you want him? And didn't I raise your daughter with James?" Jade smirked. "True. I'll think about it. Without me tricking James, you wouldn't have taken Bella. But you knew Bella wasn't his and still played the saint to extort him. You're as greedy as I am. If James learns Bella's not his, you're done. We're in this together. You need men, I need money, we're both leeches." 6 months later, my trial for murdering my mother-in-law began. I wept, I'm innocent. My pleas went unheard. I was sentenced to 9 years. In my cell, about 20 young women stared. "Newbie, behave or get beaten," one warned. The guard left, and I greeted them, sitting quietly. A woman glared. "You, come here." "Me? Who else?" "Yes, ma'am. Kneel." Before I could react, she slapped me, knocking me down. "You see Clara and don't greet her?" "I didn't know. Please forgive me." Clara's voice rang out, "Teach her later." I knelt before Clara, a kind-faced, beautiful woman about 35. "Why were you here?" "I'm innocent, ma'am." "How so?" I told her my story. Her face darkened. "Suspect anyone?" "Yes, but no proof. Life's unfair. 9 years, and you'll clear your name." From then, Clara protected me, and no one dared touch me. Days later, Sophie and James visited. "James, Sophie." James glared. "I didn't know you were so cruel. I begged for your forgiveness, believed your lies about starting over. You hated my family and killed my mother." Sophie tugged him. "She's not like that." "Shut up. Evidence is clear, she killed Mom." I sobbed, but James wouldn't listen. Only Sophie believed me. "Stay strong, Emma. I'm investigating with friends. Take care of yourself." With my mother-in-law dead and me in prison, James drank nightly. Returning at 10 p.m., Lily massaged Jade in the living room as James stumbled in. "James is back," Lily said. "Always drunk, what's with him?" James ignored her and went upstairs. "Not even greeting me now?" Jade laughed. "He's drunk. Since the incident, he drinks daily, ruining himself. It's your fault." "Shoo, someone might hear." "Fine, I'll stop. I'm going to James." "Staying over?" "Of course. He's hurting, I'll comfort him. Lock the gate and wear earplugs. You might hear strange noises." "Got it, you vixen." Jade found James crying, holding our wedding photo. She hugged him. "Don't cry. It breaks my heart." "Emma?" "Yes, it's me." James clung to her. "I miss you." Jade smirked, thinking he was delirious. "I love you." James kissed her passionately, and they entwined on the bed. Jade, craving intimacy, indulged fully. They spent the night together. 5 years passed. I stood by the cell door daily. Clara asked, "Missing your son?" "Yes, it's been so long. I miss him terribly." "Hang in there. Make up for it later." "Does he know?" "No, Sophie told him I'm working abroad. It's been 5 years. Hopefully, we're on the amnesty list this year." On Amnesty Day, my name was called. Overjoyed, I was released with Clara and others. We hugged, sobbing. Stepping out, I breathed freedom. Clara waved. Let's go. I joined her in a car driven by her brother. Welcome home, Clara. 10 years of hardship, he said. I'm fine. Those years taught me life's lessons. Blind love nearly cost me my family and future. Let it go. You're still young, find stability. Their talk hinted at Clara's painful past, like mine. Where to? He asked. Take Emma home first. Oh, this is Emma, my cellmate I told you about. I shyly said, hello, sir. I'm Emma. Clara teased, call him brother, sir, sounds old. But he looks mature. He's only 40, handsome, and worthy of 10 wives. 17 years older, a whole zodiac cycle. He coughed, hinting at the age talk. Clara said, visit your son and family, then join me. I've no degree and a criminal record, how can I work at your company? You can. Study, get a degree. Take your time at home, then come when ready. Thank you. Oh, this is Victor, my brother, 40, single. Victor smiled. Nice to meet you, Emma. Hello, sir, brother. Clara laughed. He's single. Got any unmarried friends for him? He's been a bachelor pilot too long. I chuckled. Victor scratched his head. I'm only 40. At my village, my mother waited at the gate, sobbing with joy. She'd aged so much, sleepless for years. Inside, she invited Clara and Victor to stay for a chicken dinner. Clara saw my wedding photo and laughed. He remarried ages ago, why keep this? I sighed, took it outside, and burned it, muttering, just wait, James. I'll settle with you. Victor overheard. Hate your ex that much? Yes, I hate him. Why? He didn't trust me. The court had evidence, it's natural he didn't. I gritted my teeth. Men are scum. I hate them. Victor scratched his head. Not all men are like him. I glared and stormed inside. She glared at me? Unbelievable, Victor thought. Clara and Victor left that afternoon. On the drive, Clara told Victor, poor Emma, 5 years in prison for nothing. Her husband remarried, villagers scorn her, and her son lives with his dad. I want to help her. Got it. She can work at my company, I'll support her to work and study. Thanks, Victor. In prison, we shared everything. Now you can help her. Don't be so formal. I regret not stopping your mistakes early. I failed you. You and Emma are alike, betrayed by loved ones. But good people suffer, don't they? I believe in karma. Your company's stabilizing, keep it up. I've reflected a lot. People are cruel, trampling the kind. The more you yield, the more they push, the more you forgive, the more they're callous. Exactly. Be kind wisely. Using a new phone Clara bought me, I called James's old number. It rang. Hello, it's Emma. You're back. Yes, surprised. I'm fine. I want to see my son. Can you bring him, or should I pick him up? I'll bring him this afternoon. Thanks. I hung up, refusing to forgive him. I called for my son's sake, not his. James packed our son's clothes and backpack. Buddy, let's visit Grandma. Yay. Jade, 3 months pregnant, struggled up. She and James married 3 years ago, but her past reckless lifestyle delayed her pregnancy. Now pregnant, she grew irritable, yelling at James and our son. Wanting our son to live with me, James said, I'm taking him to Grandma's. Why? His mom's back? Yes, she's out. I'm taking him to see her, maybe stay with her. You're pregnant, and we're busy. How's she out so soon? It's only been 5 years. Jade muttered, why didn't she die in there? Sophie, returning from work, snapped, "Jade, how can you say that? You're pregnant. Earn some virtue for your kid. Aren't you afraid of karma? What's it to you? Why defend her? Because she's not like you. You stole her husband and badmouth her. You're inhuman." Lily emerged, annoyed. "What's the noise?" Jade winked. "Lily, Emma's back." "What? No way. It's true." Lily paled, frozen with fear. I hugged my son, now nearly 6 and in 1st grade. He'd grown so handsome. "Mom, you worked abroad, got me any gifts?" "Lots of toys, cars, planes." "I don't need them." "Thanks, Mom." I sobbed, holding him. After years apart, I had my son back. "I love you. I'll never leave you again." After he slept, I spoke to James. "How's your new wife? Happy?" "I'm not happy. I didn't want to marry Jade, but I slept with her, so I had to." "Had to? Think before you speak." "I was drunk, thought she was you." "Enough. You and Jade belong together. Hold on to her, or you'll both suffer. Go home before she flips." "What's your plan?" "I'll earn money and raise my son. In prison, I hated you, wanted revenge. But seeing my son, I've let it go, for him. Unless it's about our son, don't contact me." "Emma, enough. And about Lily, I'm investigating. Tell her to watch out. I'll uncover everything." "You're really innocent? You still don't believe me? Why not ask your sister?" "The day before Mom died, Lily stole her money. They fought. I told you, but you believed her over me. Wait, the truth will come out." James sat silently, then left, looking lost. Lily paced before Jade, muttering, "How's she back so soon? Amnesty. I told you, she won't sit still. Be careful." "What do I do?" "She'll investigate, there'll be cracks." Jade munched fruit. "That's your problem. Why ask me?" Lily sighed. "No choice now, I'm in too deep." That afternoon, taking my son to tutoring, I stopped to buy snacks. On a quiet road, 2 masked men on a motorbike blocked me. "Who are you? Why stop me?" The front man smirked, the other stabbed my side, then again. I collapsed, blacking out. Victor was driving when Clara called. "Hello, I'm here. Have you reached Emma's place yet?" "Not yet. I'm lost, circling around." I vaguely remember turning at a quiet road with a big oak tree, right? "Yes, that's it. Turn left at the oak and go straight." "Got it. Stay home and wait for dinner, okay?" "All right." Driving through the quiet road, Victor spotted someone lying on the roadside, blood soaking their stomach. He stopped, rushed out, and gasped, "Emma! Emma, wake up!" He quickly carried her to the car and sped to the hospital, glancing at her. "Who did this to you, Emma?" He called Clara. "Get to the hospital now, Emma's in trouble." Outside the emergency room, Clara paced, distraught. "God, why is my friend suffering so much?" Victor sighed. "Just out of prison and already targeted. This must be linked to whoever framed her." Clara gritted her teeth. "Despicable. Have you called the police?" "Yes, they're investigating. It'll be clear soon." 5 hours later, Victor's team uncovered details about Emma's case, unraveling truths that shifted everyone's paths. The emergency room doors opened, and the doctor announced, the surgery was successful. Thanks to Victor's quick action, she's stable. Clara and Victor exhaled in relief, grateful they'd saved her life. Clara helped Victor remove his blood-stained jacket, smiling. "You're Emma's lifesaver. I think you two have a connection." Victor scratched his head. "You're teasing me now? What do you think of Emma?" "She's pretty, kind, and good-hearted. I don't care that she's been married or has a son. We were cellmates, I know her. She's a good person, just dealt a bad hand. Maybe you're the man to protect her for life. Who knows what fate holds? You've been single for 10 years, still hung up on someone? I forgot her long ago. There was nothing between us. Then start over, Victor. He smiled. We'll see. I'll handle Emma's hospital paperwork. Did you call the security team? We need to protect her. I'm worried they'll try again if they know she survived. They're on their way. When she's discharged, I'll take her to my place. I feel partly responsible for this. Victor nodded. You're right. Emma's defenseless, a pawn in their game. I can't forgive Jade anymore. Exactly. Jade must pay. Victor grinned shyly. I think Emma would be safer at my villa. It's more secure than your place. Clara raised an eyebrow. Clever, huh? And you said I'm teasing. Just admit you like her. Victor laughed and went to finish the paperwork. Clara smiled, thinking, I might have a sister-in-law soon. When I opened my eyes, Clara and Victor were there, calling me. Emma, you're awake. Thank God. I winced, clutching my stomach. Clara, why does it hurt so much? You were stabbed, girl. Of course it hurts. Who did this? Probably the same person who framed me for killing my mother-in-law. They're ruthless. Don't worry. Victor and I will protect you now. Thank you, Clara. And Victor, you saved my life. He waved it off. Lie still, or you'll reopen the wound. Thank you, sir. Victor's face reddened. Clara, sensing the moment, stayed briefly before heading to her company. Victor, stay with Emma. I've got work. I protested, no need, Clara. Victor's busy. He insisted, I'm free. I'll stay and feed you porridge. No arguments. I'm embarrassed, a mom and still shy. I'll stay until your mom arrives. Don't worry. Thank you, sir, for helping me. I owe you and Clara my life. Eat your porridge. We'll talk gratitude later. All this sir and brother talk is giving me a headache. Clara smirked and left, relieved her brother was opening his heart. If Victor never loved again, she'd feel guilty forever. 10 years ago, Jade, Lily, and Clara were close friends. Clara, from a wealthy family, was a refined music student and a renowned Riverside City it girl with a powerful voice. She performed at bars and clubs, where she met Jade and Lily, who worked there. Both from rural backgrounds, they'd left school after high school to survive in the expensive city. Clara, carefree and in love with a charming but reckless man named Tom, lived a privileged life. Tom, a playboy, was smitten by Jade and Lily's rustic beauty. Behind Clara's back, he pursued Jade, using Clara's money to fund her lavish lifestyle. Lily noticed Jade's sudden extravagance, fewer clients, frequent trips, but stayed quiet when Jade begged her to keep the affair secret, promising to share her wealth. Jade introduced Lily to gambling dens, and Lily, hooked, fell under her influence. When Jade learned she was pregnant with Tom's child, Tom announced his engagement to Clara, choosing her wealth. Heartbroken, Jade hid her affair with James, Lily's younger brother, a naive country boy infatuated with her. She pinned the pregnancy on him. Lily initially resisted but, resentful of her adoptive mother's neglect after James's birth, agreed to tarnish her mother's reputation. However, Mrs. Margaret outsmarted her, forcing Lily to claim the child, Bella, as her own and move south, funded monthly to maintain the ruse. Devastated by Tom and Clara's wedding, Jade targeted Victor, Clara's dashing older brother, who ran the family company after their parents' tragic accident. Victor, initially fond of Jade for her care toward Clara, grew wary. When Clara became pregnant, Jade encouraged Victor to pair with her, but Tom, bored and unmotivated, rekindled their affair. Visiting Jade's luxury apartment, he taunted her ambitions with Victor. You think Victor will marry you? He pities you as Clara's lapdog. Jade retorted, he will. Just wait. Tom's advances overwhelmed her, and they slept together, plotting to exploit Victor's wealth. Victor, protective of Clara, suspected Tom's infidelity but hesitated to upset her. When Clara, pregnant, uncovered Tom's betrayal with Jade, a heated confrontation ensued. Tom, waving a knife to fake a suicide threat, panicked when Clara grabbed it. In the struggle, they fell down the stairs. Tom tried to shield Clara, but the knife pierced his stomach. Clara, unconscious, lost her baby but survived after emergency surgery. She was sentenced to 10 years for manslaughter, maturing through her prison time. Hearing Emma's story, Clara initially wanted to punish her but grew to empathize, bonding over their shared betrayals. Back in the present, Lily called the 2 men she'd hired. Is she dead? She should be, but a car passed by and took her. To the hospital? Probably. You idiots. I told you to finish her. Someone was there, we couldn't dump her in the river. Which hospital? We don't know. Lily screamed, find her, or we're all dead. She hung up, fuming. Those fools will ruin everything. 2 weeks later, Victor brought me to his villa, hiring a private doctor and nurse for my recovery. He even brought my mother and son to stay, ensuring my safety. His kindness overwhelmed me. One day, my mother teased, Victor likes you, Emma. I laughed. No way, Mom. I can tell, he just won't say it. Stop it. I'm better now. Tonight, I'll thank him, and we'll take my son home for school. My son shook his head. I'm not going back. I'm staying with Daddy Victor. Daddy? Call him Mr. Victor. Last night, he said to call him Daddy. He'll take care of us. I scooped him up. We can't trouble Victor anymore. We're going home tomorrow. No. I want Daddy Victor. That evening, my son tattled, Daddy Victor, Mom scolded me. After dinner, Victor suggested, let's go for a drive. Sure, I need to talk anyway. He drove to a wide, empty bridge on the highway, lit brightly but deserted at night. Why here? To catch the breeze. It's nice, right? Sure, but I thought we'd hit a cafe. Thirsty? Grab a water from the trunk. Opening it, I saw flashing lights, a bouquet of roses, designer gift bags, and luxury boxes. I gasped. This is for me? Because I like you. Like what? I'm not worthy of you. Are you crazy? He handed me the roses. Take it. My friends spent days planning this. Why are you so good to me? I'll never repay you. There's one way. What? Be my girlfriend. No way. Then walk home. I'm leaving. What? It's dark and creepy. Agree, and I'll drive you back. You're bullying me. Last chance. Panicked, I jumped, wrapping my arms and legs around him. Save me. He laughed, holding me. Scared yet? I'll be your girlfriend, don't leave me. I'm terrified. Really? Yes. Kiss me then. I kissed his lips. He set me on the car hood, patting my head. Silly girl. I'd never leave you. It's just a proposal trick my friend cooked up. I smacked his chest. That's a mean proposal. But you really like me? Yes. Give me a chance to care for you and your son. He calls me Daddy Victor, right? It's not easy to be his dad. From that day, my life transformed. Victor provided everything. I worked at his company, studied, and with Clara's support, I caught up quickly. For safety, he kept us in the city, enrolling my son in a school with a private driver. With Victor, I felt peace. Sometimes, I considered dropping my investigation, but repeated attacks forced my hand. The culprits wanted to corner me, complicating everything. Sighing, I overthought. Victor knocked. Emma, asleep? Not yet. I opened the door. He stepped in, and I hugged him from behind. You smell nice. Have you been drinking? A bit, for a client meeting. Emma, I want. He lifted me onto the bed, kissing me. As he unbuttoned my shirt, I froze, covering my chest. He looked serious. You don't want me? It's not that. Then why pull away? He kissed me again, undoing more buttons. I love you. Don't be scared. I'll protect you with everything I have. Seeing me tense, he rebut-toned my shirt and held me. Sorry, I'm not ready. He kissed my forehead. I'll wait until you're ready to be my wife. Don't worry. I nestled into him and fell asleep. The next day, Victor insisted I attend a wedding reception with him. I'm shy, I'll stay home. No way. It's a big event with business folks. I'll introduce you. At the event, I saw James and Jade, her belly visibly pregnant. She clung to James, one hand on her stomach. Spotting me, they froze. Jade sneered, small world, huh? I turned to leave, but she snapped, I'm talking to you. I've nothing to say. You're here to steal my husband, aren't you? James intervened, enough, Jade. She screamed, you too. You want your ex back, sneaking behind me. Stop it. That's ridiculous. Victor grabbed my hand. What's the commotion? James and Jade gaped. James stared at Victor. Jade was speechless, stunned to see Victor, the man she'd once coveted but lost. After Tom's death, she'd fled, fearing Victor's revenge. James asked, who's this? Victor replied, I'm Emma's fiancé. I'll protect her and her son from now on. James raised an eyebrow. Fiancé? That was fast. Jade scoffed, impressive, Emma. 3 months out of prison and you snag a catch like him. Respect. Does he know you're an ex-con? Victor smirked. Thanks for the compliment, Jade. I loved her before she was released. You seem to know a lot, maybe you're tied to her wrongful conviction? Jade stammered, what? Nonsense. The police are reinvestigating. Nervous? With your past, you won't escape. You're framing me because you hate me. What's Clara planning? I was shocked. Jade knew Clara. They all seemed connected. James lunged at Victor, but Victor pushed him back. I warn you both, bother my wife again, and you'll regret it. James muttered, you know she's innocent. You were too foolish to believe her. Wait for the police to uncover the truth. Victor pulled me away. Come, love, let's meet my friends. I followed, leaving James pensive and Jade fuming. How's she so lucky? James asked, you know him? He's Victor, CEO of Clara Victor Enterprises. Everyone knows him. Emma's hit the jackpot. That night, Jade found Lily deep in thought. What's on your mind? Nothing. Guess who I saw at the wedding? Emma and Victor, Clara's brother. What? Emma at a wedding? Cleaning up? Don't underestimate her. She's Victor's girlfriend. Lily's eyes widened. Impossible. Victor announced she's his fiancée. He said the police are reinvestigating her case. No way, it's over. It wasn't, but 2 months ago, Emma was nearly killed, so they're digging again. Don't tell me you hired those attackers. I didn't. Stop accusing me. I heard you on the phone, paying someone. You're bold, hiring killers. James, overhearing from the stairs, was stunned. Could Sophie be right? Was Emma innocent? As Lily and Jade argued, James confronted them. Lily, tell the truth. Did you push Mom? Lily stammered, no. Are you crazy? Your reaction says enough. You pushed her, fled, and framed Emma. Who helped you? You're insane, not trusting your sister. James turned to Jade. Did you help her? Jade protested. Are you mad? Why would I? You believe Emma's nonsense? She's my wife, and you're my sister. Should I trust an outsider? James slapped Jade. I'm awake now. I hate being deceived. I'm calling the police. Lily, panicked, grabbed his legs. Don't. It was an accident. Mom chased me, and she fell. You admit it? Why didn't you get help? Jade glared at Lily. You idiot. You killed her? Lily snapped. You're worse, Jade. You betray everyone, sleeping with your friend's husband, ruining Clara's family, pinning your kid on James. James, you're a fool. First, I'm not your real sister. Bella isn't your daughter, she's Tom's, Jade's lover, Clara's husband, Victor's brother-in-law. Mom forced me to take Bella to save her reputation, knowing your affair with Jade. She orchestrated the cover-up. I slaved for you and Bella, but I'm done lying. James collapsed, sobbing. You two deceived everyone. Where's your conscience? Lily wept, clutching him. It's true, James. I'm sorry. I haven't slept in 5 years. Mom haunts my dreams. I'm terrified. Turn yourself in. It's your last chance. No, I'll go to prison. Jade pleaded, let it go, James. Give her a chance. Too late. Someone tried to kill Emma, so the police are digging. Confess, it's your only shot. Sophie rushed in, grabbing Lily. Confess, Lily. Lily yanked free and fled in a taxi. Sophie couldn't catch her. Teaching my son, I heard Victor return. Big news, the police caught the men who stabbed you. They won't escape long. You're cleared. Thank you, Victor, Clara. No need to thank your future husband. What do fiancés do? Love, understand, share, anything else? He slid his hand to my chest. Sleep together. Victor. My son's here. He's got headphones on. Let's not disturb him. He scooped me up, smacking my backside. Bedtime. Clara burst in. Emma, what's up? Victor set me down. How'd you get in? My security's tight. I'm your sister. My son wants a sibling, so we're working on it. I heard the police caught Emma's attackers, so I came to check. Stay till 10, no rush. That night, James called. Emma, I'm sorry. I failed you, made you suffer. Too late, James. I served 5 years. You realize now? I'm ashamed, but please, one more chance. Are you insane? You're married, expecting a kid. Victor grabbed the phone. Too late, James. You want to make it up? No chance. I'm caring for her and her son. Bother her again, and you'll regret it. Victor, he's just guilty. It's nothing. Victor, jealous, tossed my SIM card in the trash. Get a new one. Don't be mad. Let's sleep. He turned away, ignoring me. I'm cold. He draped a blanket, facing the wall. Still cold. Another blanket. He loves me but won't hold me, he hates me. Who do I love? You, Victor, a good man, just childish. Fine, no mercy tonight. I've waited 3 months. I'm claiming my wife. Big talk, usually, I freeze up. That night, we became one. A week later, Lily was caught hiding. Jade was arrested, exposing a 5-year-old bribery ring that rigged my case. I was exonerated. Lily and Jade faced prison for complicity. James, devastated, drank heavily. With Lily jailed and Sophie abroad for work, only James and Jade remained. James stayed out late, leaving Jade terrified. One night, she screamed at his photo on the altar, "You bastard, why aren't you home?" At 1 a.m., James stumbled in, drunk. Jade, half asleep, threw a cup at him. "Die, you dog!" he roared, "Who's making who suffer? You ruined my life." Jade hurled another cup. Enraged, James grabbed her throat. "Die!" She struggled, face purple. Seeing her pregnant belly, he stopped. Jade collapsed, sobbing. "Why's my life like this? It's all my fault. On Mrs. Margaret's memorial, I brought my son to light incense. Sophie was cooking. Emma, hi. Where's Jade?" "At her mom's, getting help." "James to change, this isn't good. I'm staying to watch him." "Still mad at him?" "No, it's over. I visited Lily, she's sorry, grateful you reduced her sentence. She regrets everything. I've forgiven her. Hopefully, she'll reform." I sat with James. "Stop drinking." "Emma, I'm sorry. You forgave me, right?" "Yes, but don't drink to forget mistakes, it'll only tire you. I regret your suffering." "Don't. My prison time led to this happiness. Let it go." James put the bottle away. I hoped he and Jade would cherish what they had. A car horn beeped outside. My son ran out, "Daddy, Victor's here." "I'll get Mom." He tugged me. "Mom, Daddy's picking us up. Say bye to Dad, James and Aunt Sophie." He hugged James. "Dad, James, I'm leaving. No more drinking, okay? If you stop, I'll visit." "Deal." James and Sophie waved as we left. James sighed. "Victor's a good man. Emma will be happy, right?" Sophie nodded. "Yes. You too, try for happiness. Jade's changed. Forgive her." James smiled. "I know. It won't be easy, but I promised my son I'd try." Raising Bella was his atonement for his mother's and his past mistakes. The hardest thing in life is resisting temptation. Dear listeners, our story ends here. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. Thank you.